So we have the food in your hand, and then you gently pull it back over her nose, and she falls into a sit. And then, when you want her to lay down, you say the word, and you put your hand, you pull your hand toward the floor. So you say, Lacie, down. Good girl. And then when her elbows are touching the floor, that's when you give her a treat, or you give her her food. Good girl. And the way we practice stay is when she's in a down, you put your hand in front of her face, and then you give her a piece of food really nice. You say stay, and you give her a piece of food. Stay, stay, give her a piece of food. And then eventually you go longer. Give her a piece of food. Stay. So that eventually in her mind, when you put your hand up like this, that will mean stay to her. So if you're across the room and you tell her, Lacie, stay, then she'll know what that means. And even if you can't say anything, it's very helpful if you just kind of give her the eye, put it in her hand, she'll understand. And then we'll just wait. And then when you're done telling her what to do and you're ready for her to get up and do stuff, we use the word free as a release word. But you always want to say the release word before she can actually break the action herself. Otherwise, if you don't say it, then she's in control of the situation. And she's the one who thinks, I'm tired of laying here for so long, so I'm going to get up. Whereas if I have her like this and I say, Lacie, free, then I'm the one who chose for her to get up. And she got up because I told her to. And that's the way you want it to be. You want her to think it. You hung the moon. You're the one that the world revolves around, not Lacie. Right? Right? Ready? Down. Good. Good job. Now, she knows how to get on the place board too. Ready? Ready? Now, the way we practice this, she has the food in your hand again. And you say right here, and we say, Lacie, place. And when she jumps on and all 4 paws are on the board, that's when she gets her treat. And when you treat her, make sure that you give the food to her kind of like it's coming from the place board, so touching it, almost. So that she thinks that the place board is basically what's giving her the food, not just you. Right there, what a good girl. What a good girl. This is good. Now you'll need to practice this at home, and you'll be able to work up so you can do longer and longer periods of time where she stays on her place board. But I would do like, I don't know, we're just going to do the first couple minutes. But you can work your way up to, I would do like 5 minutes one day, 7 the next day, and then 10, and do little practice sessions. Because honestly, they can get to the point where, like, look, Hank's over there, and he's just chilling with us. And he's just hanging. And they just hang with you. But they really like the place boards, because it's like their own little piece of turf, and they're chill. And honestly, the rules of the place board are that she can do anything she wants to. If she wants to spin in circles, or sit, or stand, or lay down, that's all cool as long as she keeps all 4 paws on the place board. So then the way you get her off of the place board is you'll tell her the F-R-E-E word again. But sometimes they still understand that they're supposed to stay on the place board, and they don't want to come off the place board. So that's when you use your leash, or you help her get off. And I would say, okay, free, Lacie, free, good girl. And then you pet her when she gets off. Now you don't give her a treat when she gets off, because she needs to think that free is a good thing, but it's not as awesome as staying put on the place board. So this is wonderful. This is wonderful. Good job. Good job. Good job. The way we practice come. So you have her on a leash. You have the food in your hand. You make sure that there's nothing behind you that can trip you. And then you get her attention. Say, Lacie. And then you say, come. And then wait for her to sit. Good. And then give her a treat. And then you do that again. And you go short little distances, right? Lacie. Come. Good girl. But don't give her a treat until she falls into a sit. The rules of come at this house are that you approach me when I call you, and then you sit nicely in front of me. So it doesn't mean that you can just come to me and dance all around and be a goof. You have to sit nicely. And then you get love, you get attention, and so forth. If you can teach them that when they're this age, and not that they should jump on you, then when they're older and you have guests over, or just even when you come home, they'll think in their mind that they're supposed to approach people and sit nicely in front of them for attention. instead of jumping all over them, which is not what we want. Right? Right. Now she's doing really, really well right now, but sometimes puppies try to get their paws all over you and they try to jump on you. You don't want them to do that because that's a sign of ownership and dominance. So instead, you should put them next to you and you should pet her and she can still have love and you put your paws all over her so that she realizes that she's not the top dog. You are. And she'll be fine with that. Because puppies and dogs, they don't need to be top dogs. They don't need to be in charge. They just need to, they really want to know where they fit and where they're supposed to be. So if you can show her that and you can make her boundaries clear and you can help her to understand that, she'll just be a happy dog. Dogs just thrive on structure and consistency, and they just want to know what their job is. They really want to know. So if you can show her that her job is to be a polite puppy, then she'll love it and she'll do a really good job because she's a smart